Alright YouTube, what's going on? Look, I only got one guitar left hanging out here. This poor little guy's hanging out here by himself. Just all of a sudden, man, everything else on my site got wiped out. And I'd started a couple builds, so I started on these mortal coils. I've got this one, I've got the insides put in there, I've got the neck slot cut, and I turned the lids around. So this would be the normal side of the lid. And I built these before, but as I was messing with them, I turned the lids around, and I kind of like this look. So I think I'm gonna go with this look, and I've got 3 of these. So I was out here starting on these, and I got 2 separate emails requesting guitars. So I got one from John. He wanted to send me a box, and he wants me to do 2 pickups. So here's the box, and I've already got this one cut out, and I've got the insides. It's still tight. I still need to do a little more shaving, but the insides blocked up. And so I'm gonna do a piezo under the bridge, do a humbucker right up here, try to leave this so that I don't mess with this picture, and a 3-way switch, tone and volume, I think, volume, I gotta look. And then I got an email from Brett asking me the same thing, and he sent me this box, and I started cutting and working on it, and I told him the same thing, man, I can't put 2 humbuckers, it's just too short. He said, well, I really want some humbuckers, 2 of them. I said, okay, we're gonna have to get another box. So we have another box. Yeah, you can see I still got to work on this, but I'm gonna continue to build this one. So now for Brett, I got this this big giant Weller box, which is more than enough to accommodate 2 pickups. So it'll get 2 humbuckers and a hardtail bridge. The other thing about this one is this one's going to be a fretless slider. So I got this sitting up here drying. So I started working on it, putting coats on it, and you'll see. Now I know everybody does this a little differently, and yes, this is going to be a fretless, but I still, rather than draw lines on there, I still cut the fret slots. And then I still go through the whole intonation process to get this thing intonated properly. But then that kind of gives, if somebody's watching, that kind of gives them a reference. And when you're looking at it from this side, yep, you can see the little slits. So it gives you an idea where you are. Now I know you can do it several ways. You know, just don't mark it and wait till you get it strung up, and then find the harmonics and just mark those and go about your business. But I kind of like doing this way. I like the way the neck looks. I mean, this is nice ebony, but I think it just to have some fret markings or some markings at all on the front kind of adds to it. So there you go. Yeah, so that was the other thing. He asked for ebony fretboard, so I got some ebony, and then the leftover stuff, I used it for the wings. So this is sitting here drying. I got the 0 fret on here. I'm still coating it up. So it's getting there. I got the other necks. Hold on, let me put this up. I got 3 of these necks. So this is for 2 of the mortal coils. These are about ready. They are ready for frets. And that's what I'm gonna be doing here in a few minutes. And bam, here's the one for John. And this one is getting ready to get fretted as well. And then I still have the other 2. And they're a little far behind, they're lagging. So I got this one. And the fretboard's glued up, and I rounded it over, but I haven't started shaping it yet. So you can see it's still pretty boxy, pretty thick. But I did go ahead and cut it and fit it to the box. And then this one still needs, yeah, so this is the one, yeah, this is the other for the mortal coil. And then this is the one for the blue Cohiba, you can see. so I still need to glue the fretboard. So it was just going to be a couple guitars. I was just going to do 2 of these mortal coils, then I realized I had another box, so I turned into 3, and then 2 plus 1, so now I've got 6 builds going. So my wife came out here, how do you keep all this stuff straight? I put numbers, I mark them, all of them, because it would mess me up. Yep, this one's number 3, so I know that's for the mortal coil. That one over there has got a name on it. Yep, this one's got John on the back of it. Yeah, it just helps me keep them straight. So once I start fitting them in the box, it's helpful. You're doing more than one. Put some markers on it. All right, so I'm probably not going to go through the whole process of doing these. I've got a few build videos, and maybe my next one I'll break it down step by step. But I'm just trying to get these done, so I'll break in here every once in a while for something crazy going on. But hopefully in just a few minutes of video time, you'll see these guitars. All right, finally got this last neck glued up here. So now I got 2 more. I always use this level. I talk about it in every one of them, I think, just about. I got 2 more now that I need to shape up and get caught up. I've got 3 necks sitting behind the camera here that are drying, and then I've got these boxes here. I can take this clamp off now. What I've done, what I do on the inside of these boxes, if I'm going to put a humbucker, an adjustable humbucker, I add these pieces here, and this just gives me more. You can see this lid is not that thick. It just gives me a lot more meat for the screw to bite. And then these hardtail bridges, they're just the necks on these guitars are 1.5 inches wide. This is just over 1.5 inches where the screws are, and so I cut these pieces out right here. So this is glued in there. I got it just kind of screwed so it holds. So that same thing, it just gives me more meat to screw into. What I used to do is on these necks is once I got them set up, I would glue extra pieces on the outside so that I have something to glue into or screw into. But now you can see I've notched this neck, and that's what that's for. It's notched to allow to go over the top of that little block that's in there. So lots going on. I think I'm getting close to getting 2 of them done here real quick. All right, check it out. I got no guitars hanging on the wall, man. Dang. The only one I got left is this one over here. This punch box. That was my first guitar that I built. So that one's not for sale, but and you know, it's my first guitar. So you can play it as a slider. The action's probably not where it needs to be. Anyway, so I just sealed up the purple box for John, and I'm getting ready to seal up this Weller Cohiba for Brett. I'll show you the inside of that, and then I'm going to show you those 2 guitars, and I think that's where I'm going to call this video. I'll finish up the mortal coils and that other blue Cohiba in another video. So let me let you look at the inside of this box, and I'm going to seal it up, and we'll take a look at these 2 guitars. Okay, the purple box has a humbucker just like this one up front, but I put a piezo underneath the bridge. So inside of this there was a piezo. Now on this Weller, it's got 2 humbuckers, this 3-way switch, and it's got a volume and a tone. And you can see there's the wiring. That's the inside of the box. Here's those pieces. I talked about them earlier. You can see the screws still come out a little bit of these, but that gives you plenty to bite. And this is the ground wire that's going to go up underneath the bridge. So I'm about to put this one together, and I got to make a couple adjustments on the purple box, and I'll show you both of those. Okay, here is the box for Brett. This is a Weller by Cohiba. It has a ebony fretboard. It is a fretless, but I still have fret lines in here. And then I got this little piece of ebony right here. When I bought this material for the fretboard, I had to mill it down, and I came up with this. This was left over with this little bitty piece here, and I thought it would look pretty slick breaking up this maple. So I threw that in there. I think it's really nice. It's got ebony accents on the headstock and locking tuners. As I said before, it's got 2 mini humbuckers. They're both adjustable. It's got a tone and a volume and a 3-way switch. And it sounds really awesome. I'm about to play it for you. Now this is meant to be an electric guitar. I didn't put any sound holes in it. The other thing is with these switches, sometimes I'm out here messing with this thing, and if I start strumming it with it in this middle position, you can maybe kind of hear this switch rattle. So if you are going to play it acoustically, you know, I mean, I'm gonna turn this down. Either put it in down or the up position, so it won't shake around too much. There it is acoustically. This thing is tuned EBE, and sounds really cool. I usually tune them GDG. I mean, EBE is one of the tunings you could do for cigar box guitars. You could always tune this up to G if you want. But for some reason, while I was tuning it, I just stopped on E because I thought it sounded good. I like how the low. That was in the bridge position. I'll put it up in the neck position. Now I'm going to put it in the middle position. Middle position, I think, balances it out. Sounds really nice. You could kind of, get away with acting like you're fretting it. String will still sound off. The only thing different is because there's no frets, it's the same thing. You probably want to be like right over where the fret would be. And this thing is pretty awesome. The other thing that came out pretty cool is where the 24th fret would be. It's pretty much in line with the end of this humbucker. Pretty cool. So this came out really awesome, and it's fun. I hadn't played the slide in a while, and so I was out here messing with this thing, and I was kind of worried about doing this video because I haven't played the slide in a while. thing sounds awesome. Let me see here. Yeah, man, this thing is so nice. Really awesome guitar. Brett, I hope you really enjoy this guitar. Hope you have as much fun playing it as I did building it. This thing is awesome. Really cool. All right, now, and I didn't put a hook in it, Brett. I had to keep telling myself over and over again not to do it because I want to. And I haven't put a hook in this one yet either, but I probably will. I guess I'll email John and see. This one is for John. And this one has a piezo under the bridge and a humbucker in the neck. He wanted 2 pickups. Started out wanting 2 humbuckers just like Brett, but this box, it's just too short to accommodate that. Even if I ghosted one in or ghosted one back here, I just wasn't. And I know he didn't want me to mess up the photo. And he did want a 3-way switch with 2 pickups. So there's a piezo under the bridge and his humbucker. And it's the same thing. Now this one has sound holes up here. And so you can play it acoustic or electric. I mean, you can play that acoustic or electric too. But so same thing with this little switch. I mean, you can hear it just a little bit if you start shaking it. Put it in that down position. So if you're playing it acoustically, you know, flip it down or up. Obviously when you got it plugged into an amp, you're gonna hear the amp over that. Yep, let's plug her in. Woo, you can hear that piezo. You can hear it. Let me double check though. Strings are stretching. There we go. So. This is the piezo. Is the humbucker. Now this thing is adjustable up or down, you know, to get it where you want it. it really shines is right there in the middle. I think it kind of mellows the tone out a little bit. It's pretty bright at the piezo and even with just the humbucker, but when you put that switch in the middle All right, John, man, this thing is awesome. I think it looks really cool. The purple and black, I hope you like that. This again has a maple neck with a walnut fretboard and walnut accents, locking tuners. Man, whew, both of these guitars. So this is where I get distracted. I still got 4 more guitars, but once I get a couple built, man, then I just kind of want to sit here and play these things all day rather than build guitars. I gotta get busy. Brett and John ordered these pretty much exactly the same time. So I just went ahead and did both of these in one video. These are both really cool guitars. Like all my guitars, I kind of grow attached to them, and I hate to see them go, but I'm glad to see them go, hopefully to somebody that's going to get plenty of use and enjoyment out of them and really like them. So that's it for this video. Like I said, you'll have to catch me in the next video if you want to see the Mortal Coils. They're close. Here's 2 of the necks, but I haven't even besides the neck slot and putting some blocks in the box, I haven't done the electronics or any of that, so I'm close to getting those done. But anyway, thanks for checking out this video. Please like, share, and subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and I'll catch you next one. I'm out.